sketchbooks. Let's do this. Hello, Mr. Goths and flower children alike. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Nitro. How y'all doing today? Happy 3 years! Happy 3 years! It's been 3 years since I've started this channel. Technically, the actual anniversary of this channel was a couple weeks ago, but here we are. I'm filming a video, and yeah. So let me tell you what we're doing today. I've decided that since this is the 3-year anniversary of this channel, I'm going to be doing something a little different today. So today we are going to be looking through all of my old sketchbooks. And I mean all of them. And there's a couple. It's not as many as I thought it was gonna be, but it's a couple of them. So yeah, we're gonna look through a lot of sketchbooks and go down a little bit of a memory lane for me, because I haven't looked in some of these in a really long time. So it's gonna be pretty cool. And I wanna show you guys some of my old art, even if it's a little embarrassing. So, woo! Happy 3 years, let's do this! Sketchbook time! Okay, so let's start with the very first sketchbook, which was this one. Oh wait, it's not this one. My bad. It's this one. The one that does not have a cover. It doesn't have a front cover, I ripped it off. But either way, this is the original. This was like the first drawing that I did. It was for a character from a book that I was going to write. Her name was Akiko, but then I figured out that Akiko is actually a guy's name, so my bad. And other characters, Sam, this is gonna be her older sister who sucks. I call them the trolls. I was really into brats at the time, so these were my version of like the Tweevils, obviously. Also, I put a lot of pieces of paper in between the pictures so that the color pencil wouldn't touch. Josephine, she was supposed to be really, really sweet, and Akiko's best friend. Those first couple of drawings were done in middle school. This was done in high school. Freshman year of high school. Yeah. If you can see it right here, it says March 10th through the 14th, freshman year of high school. So yeah. And I drew Natsu from Fairy Tail. I was heavy into Fairy Tail at the time. And that was my original signature for things, but I don't do that anymore. Yeah. Oh, and then my friend, where is it? Can you see that? My friend drew that. My friend Daniel drew that. This is the other one, also freshman year. This was Lucy. Fun fact about this drawing, I drew this in a history class, and my teacher, let's call him Mr. H. Mr. H thought that she was picking her nose. He's like, is she picking her nose? I'm like, no, she's not picking her nose. Happy. Drew 2 different Happies because I wanted a front version, but I also wanted his symbol on the back. And then Gray. Gray used to be my favorite character in Fairy Tail, or like my favorite dude character, but now it's Gajeel. Don't ask questions. I'm sorry. And then Urza, I had to complete the OGs, you know what I'm saying? Had to complete the OGs with some Urza, you know what I'm saying? Look at that. This one I drew because I had seen a picture, I think it was on Tumblr, and it was basically this, but it was a couple and they were listening to like the same like phone or like music or whatever, but the girl's cord was red and the guy's cord was blue. So I was like, I want to kind of take that idea, but do a little bit more on it. So he was in the city, and she's a country girl and all that stuff. So that was basically it. You can't really see it because I did it in cursive, but they both have posters here. And hers says My Robin Hood and his says My Maid Marian. So I just thought it was cute. I was really into Robin Hood at the time. And yeah, got some cityscape here and a barn, trying to work on perspectives, I guess. and like all that stuff. So yeah, this was also in high school. I got some more anime, got some more fairy tale here. I was trying to work on chibis, and you can obviously tell which one I got off the internet and which one I tried to do by myself. This one, of course, I got off the internet, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna try to draw that, you know, while looking at it, and I did it. I thought it was really cool. This one I tried to do myself because, again, Gajil became my favorite character, and so did Levy. So I was like, let's try to draw them as chibis. I think for my first attempt at a chibi, she looks okay, but I'm looking at her now and I'm like, she looks weird. But, you know, back in the day. Here we go. This was the summer of 2016, so this was also high school. I started to, because I was like, I need to go back to like the basics of drawing. So I drew a lot of cartoon characters. And the first one was Daffy Duck. So yeah, I drew this at night. It honestly didn't take me very long, but I drew Daffy Duck. Like, look at him. I think he looks pretty good. And I drew Darkwing Duck. Let's get dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Some Darkwing Duck in there. And I colored these with, you know, Crayolas, because I did not have Prismacolor. So these were Crayola colored pencils. And this was the first time, this especially, was the first time I ever found out that you could do like cell shading. You know, and if you can see like on his hands and on his jacket and everything, I did cell shading, that's what it's called, for the first time. And I loved it. I think it adds a lot to the character. And that's why in a lot of my character drawings, they're cell shaded and not like blended shaded. Also, I drew something for my mom because she was like, can you draw me something? And I was like, sure. And she likes green and Care Bears. And she was like, you know which one I want. So I was like, yeah. So I drew Good Luck Bear. Hopefully you can see. See, I drew Good Luck Bear. And it was really cute. Super fun. This was just a page that I had started, and I didn't finish this either, where I was going to take different media, like colored pencil, crayons, and marker, and I was going to fill up these 2 pages. I never finished that. I honestly might come back to that idea because I kind of like it, but I never finished it. Also, this was a point of like this was what artist block was for me. Just taking a page and cutting, like, not cutting it, but like, you know, cutting shapes out of it and then coloring it. So that's basically what I was doing here. Finished. Oh, here we go. Here's something that I finished. This is the Powerpuff Girls. I got bored in class. This was also sophomore year. And then there's Little Onion Man. I don't think you can see Little Onion Man very well, but his name is Mr. Onion. You've probably seen this if you follow me on Instagram or on TikTok. Not recently, but like, I think in either 2020, 2021, I redid this as like a more like developed thing, but I redid this and it looks way cooler. And this was another thing where I was like, I have artist block, so I just took a shape and I just continued to make the shape, and then I just reversed it and it came up with this. I also like that idea too. I might do more of this actually. We'll see. Oh, I had another idea. This is when I got into K-pop, so this must have been junior year. And I had a bunch of like, I had an idea to like do like a picture with the K-pop light sticks, but I wanted to draw them out first so I can get comfortable with drawing them, and these were the groups that I was a fan of. So BTS, Stray Kids, GOT7, Monsta X, NCT, EXO, Astro, 17, Pentagon, and Icon. Oh, I got bored and I picked a bunch of flowers, and that was what this was. This was also on my Instagram, I think. And I took a bunch of flowers and I was like, okay, well let's try to do it like in a black and white charcoal type of feel. So that's what that was, and I did that on both sides. So yeah, see, so there's the violet, there's the rose, the larkspur, the gladiolus, the marigold, and the chrysanthemum. So yeah. Oh, if you've seen my first random doodle, this was the sketch for it. There's a sketch for first random doodle. My friends and I were like, if we were gonna have an album cover, what would it be? And so I started drawing this, And this was like based off of my friend, I think this was Daniel's house at that time. This was the view from outside of the window. So it was like me and our friends, and then there's Daniel right here. We were all talking and playing video games. So like behind his head was a TV, and that's where we were looking. But this was supposed to be like a outside view into the room, and that was what I was doing. They were really happy about it. I was like, I didn't get to finish it. They're like, it looks cool. I was like, thank you. Okay, next one was this one that I actually showed first. This one. And this one I actually finished all the way through. So we're gonna go quickly. I redid Akihiko. Again, this was before I figured out that Akihiko is actually a Japanese male name. Oh! I was very much into Steven Universe at the time, and I wanted to figure out what the combination of Steven, you know, and the gems would look like. You know how the house has that little thing on the top? I was like, oh man, what would that actually look like if they were gonna animate it? This is before I actually saw the ending. This was way before the ending. And this is what I thought it would look like. So this one I also did in school. I was gonna color it, but then again I lost the picture that I was using. But this is Goku. And I had to fold it out because of his hair. And I was like, I can't do my boy Goku like that without giving it his full head of hair. But this is, you know, this was Goku. Again, heavy into K-pop now. So I was super into BTS. And I started this drawing based off of this picture right here of the BTS members. And I got, I think, right here is either, so this is either J-Hope or Yoongi. But that was basically what this was, and I never got to finish it. This was another attempt at chibis. This was gonna be another tattoo idea. That's Chibi Me, if you can see it. There we go. That's Chibi Me, and that was supposed to be my sister, Chibi. That's Chibi her, basically. This is when she had her afro, so. This is when I started to do random character design. She was a character that I started, and I really liked her. I don't have a name for her, but she was gonna just basically be a roller skating girl. She was a roller skating girl with her afro puffs that were supposed to be super big, and she was gonna be like a roller derby type thing, but I never really finished her, but I really like her character. I might come back to this. I don't have a name for her. I can't remember if her name was gonna be Spritz. I think her name was Spritz, and I never came back to Spritz, so I might have to. We'll see. I drew, because I wanted to see if I could draw humans, so I was like, can I draw a picture? She was like, yeah. So this was a picture from her TikTok profile, I think at the time, and this is, I drew that, and she was like, you made me look way prettier than I actually am, and I was like, no, bro. What are you talking about? You're pretty. Don't start that. But this is what I drew. You guys know I draw a lot of eyeballs. This was my first one. My very first eyeball. This was 12th grade. Oh my god. So I was a senior? Yep, senior year. I was also a senior when I did this one as well. This is based off of like a real eyeball. Super fun. Here we go. This is where Lawan came from. This is basically where Lawan came from. Well, she was here. That was her first sketches and her mystical powers of like, kind of like Flora from Winx Club. If you guys ever watched Winx Club, she kind of had that ability to talk to plants and stuff. Oh, I never showed you guys this actual piece. So this is the sketch for this piece right here that I did put into a competition in senior year. I did not win, but the art teachers did want me to, like, they asked me if I could keep it, if they could keep it. And I was like, I think my mom wants it. And they're like, okay, fine. So yeah, but this is the sketch for that piece. Here I was trying out a different style. This is what the logo of like my business was going to look like. Or like, not the logo, but like the spokesperson. She was going to be on all of the packaging and all this stuff. And this is basically how I dress now. I did not realize that this was future, but this was like my first hand sketch as well, and I didn't like it. That was her face. I circled it, thinking that I was going to do something with it. I don't know. But I'll show you guys these. These are mine. I drew these in 2022. And I was doing like a half and half, so this side was Ohuhu markers, and then this side was the Artist Loft brand. So I did it with Emerald May as well. And I didn't get to do it with Luan, but you guys have seen this piece before. I'll put it up in the card or something. But you guys have seen this piece before. This is a character that you haven't met yet, but she will be out soon. You know, you guys will see her get her full story soon. Her name is Holly Wenzel. So, you know, stay tuned for her backstory and how she meets the rest of the girls. So let's do this one. This one is a really big sketchbook. And this, technically, this one right here, this was not my sketchbook. This was my sister's. She had this sketchbook first. But then when she stopped drawing, she gave it to me. She was a mermaid that I drew. Can you see this? There you go. She was a mermaid, and her best friend was gonna be like, you know, jellyfish. This was like my rendition of like Ariel. So also, I'm gonna shout out my sister here in a lot of these because this was her sketchbook. Look at my sister's drawing of perspective. Like, look at her, look at that. Neither one of us went to art school, by the way. This was just stuff that we did at home. Like, look how cool this is. This is awesome. And this is, I think, crayon. So, what a G. This was me figuring out eyeballs because I was stuck on anime eyes and I did not know how to get out of that, like, headspace. So this was me going through different types of eyes. Oh, I was getting more detailed with eyes. So those are the two eyes that I did, and then another eye kind of ghosting off in the corner. But yes, more eyeballs. There was this page. Again, super into Steven Universe for a very long time. I was gonna draw everybody all together. Didn't, you see, I didn't finish, but I liked how it was turning out. I think it was super cute. Oh, Howl's Moving Castle. This was like after the first time I saw Howl's Moving Castle, and I was like, I want to draw it. But I only drew Sophie and Howl, and I tried to draw the entire castle, but that was a mess. So I just drew this. Drew. If you've ever seen Toriko, then you know after a while they get a battle wolf named Terrycloth. And I can't remember if this is Terrycloth or if this is Terrycloth's mom. But this is what I drew for that. This was actually in high school at this point. This was 9th grade. Can't believe I brought this to school. This was something that I did. If you've seen the video, I was like, oh, I draw myself in different art styles. This is what that was inspired by. I did a bunch of things. This was my style back in the day. So to see that compared to what I draw now is crazy. But I did everybody. I did Kim Possible, Powerpuff Girls, Rocco, Samurai Jack, Dragon Ball Z, My Style, Boondocks, Simpsons, Danny Phantom, Codename Kids Next Door, Curse of Cowardly Dog, SpongeBob, As Told by Ginger, Adventure Time, Totally Spies, and Teen Titans. As you can see, I was gonna do way more, but I didn't. Oh, my mom wanted a monster. So this was the monster that my sister drew for my mom. Super cute. I'll show this one. It's baby Looney Tunes. And look, there's Bugs, and Daffy, and Sylvester. Super cute. So yeah, my family likes art. Alright y'all, this is the next day. The camera died, so these are the rest of the sketchbooks for this video. Let's go through this first. So this is just a little thing that I have. Got some stuff in it, like this thing. I was just kind of testing out watercolors. I've seen this design before, or like this type of thing where they put a bunch of colors down and then they make a weird design over it. And that's kind of what I was doing, but I did it in class, and I guess I finished it? I don't know how to feel about it. I guess I didn't like it because there's a faint green X over it. So I might redo this. Who knows? We'll see. Let's see what else we got. Oh, random character. Apparently this was during quarantine. So yeah, random character. She is a little robot looking. She's a little robotic and kind of like, you know, I will steal your soul. But I kind of like it. Kind of like her. What do you think? You know? I might revisit this and try differently, maybe a different shape of eye that doesn't make her look so much like one of us, you know, that type of situation. But yeah, so there's that. This is a long time ago, so a lot of these things I don't remember what I was doing. Oh, this was also based off of a picture. This was another thing that I was trying to paint based off a picture. I was sitting in my friend's car. This was the view outside of the car. Yeah, we were sitting in a park. Me and my friends, we were sitting in a park. And I was in the back seat. And this was the view from the back seat of the car. So this was really fun. Again, wasn't able to finish it, but that's cool still. I think I did a pretty good job. Look at that. I told y'all, I love nature stuff. I take a lot of nature-y pictures. Oh, and this was the actual original sketch. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see that. But this was actually the original sketch for the terry cloth drawing that I did in that other sketchbook. This one's pretty huge. I got some watercolor pens. If you guys have seen my testing out 4 brands of watercolor, these were the brush pens that I used, and I used them for this drawing. Also, the inspiration for the video I did a while back where I painted on shoes. So if you guys want to check out that video, it'll be in like a card or in the description. That video is based off of this drawing. As you guys know, I am a huge K-pop fan, and I am a little bit of, I'm not a little bit, I'm a part of ARMY. So ARMYs, you know, where you at? Shout out, you know, all that stuff. And this was my first attempt at a portrait. I was trying to do this picture, and I don't know, I mean, now that I'm looking at it after it's been a couple of years, because this was 2020 during quarantine, I think it's okay. I think I did a pretty good job. I feel like I could have done more now that I look at it again, but I'd say with what I had back then, I think I did pretty good. Oh, this is a mess now that I'm looking at it, but this page, which looks insane, is actually the original sketch for the piece that I painted on my wall, like right in the early stages of my channel. So that'll also be in the description or in like a little card thingy. But yeah, that's what this is. Okay. This is Mina Ashido, My Hero Academia. I need to... Oh, but yeah, I really enjoyed this. This is my first time using my Artist Loft markers, making a full piece, and I did this one. So that was really cool. Also, how caught up are you guys on My Hero? Because after the whole Dobby thing, I have not been watching much, and I really need to catch up. So let me know how it is in the comments. Here we go. I also did Denki Kaminari. Yeah. Also, who are your favorite characters in My Hero? Because Mina is one of my favorites. Mina, Kiri, let's see, who else? Lemillion. Who doesn't love him? You know? Fat Gum. Love Fat Gum. Of course, my 3 characters. You know, you got Xena right here. You got Emerald May. And you got Luan. I was totally thinking, because I have the sketch for this, so I was totally thinking about making this into a coloring page that you guys could probably, like, buy, or I could put in a coloring book. That's going to be in the future, but, you know, love One Piece, of course. I am caught up. Who's your favorite character in One Piece? I am very much caught up. But look at Brooke. Brooke. Yo! Oh my god. Okay, this was my first attempt at doing Usagi. If you've ever seen Junjo Romantica, then you know who Usagi is. But it's basically a boy love. So this is my first attempt at doing Usagi. This one. So I did it again. And this is the final attempt. This is how he looked when I finished. And I'm like, oh my god, he looks so great. So yes, this is Usagi. Okay, random sketch page. Just a cup and then a flower girl. And I was trying to draw myself as a Gumdrop Lass from Adventure Time. Come on. Yeah, see? Try to draw myself as a little Gumdrop Lass. Fit for this one. The rest of these pages are empty. So, on to the last sketchbook. This sketchbook, actually I used it in school because I took photography in my senior year of high school. So I have a lot of, like, photography notes in this. Quick fact about me, I really enjoyed photography, and I kind of wish I had continued with it. Like, I wish I had done that instead of choir sometimes, but I actually did like choir. But photography was fun, learning about still lives and the different types of portraits and all that stuff. Okay, so here's the actual like sketchbook stuff. These are a bunch of flowers, and actually these watercolors were, these flowers, the two that I painted, they're painted with, I think, Crayola watercolor, so that's why they kind of look weirdly chalky. This is another sketch page. I was sketching, this is also based off of the story that I talked about earlier in the video with the Akihiko, but I named her something else after a while. But like, these are, I drew some hands, and this was gonna be like her face enraged. And this was, I don't like it because of the paper that I used, and I wish I had done more with her instead of like, it's kind of, she looks flushed out, or she looks weird. So I might end up redoing this to make her look a little bit better. This was a long time ago, but yeah.
Okay, art run through. We're gonna quickly run through a couple of mermaids that I did for a mermaid one year when they were based off of fruit. So these are my favorite ones. Let's go. Starting with a watermelon mermaid. This one is a strawberry mermaid. An orange mermaid. An apple mermaid. She was Orange's little sister. This one is based off of a dragon fruit. This one is raspberry. Honeydew melon mermaid. Not one of my favorite fruits, but I love her. This one is based off of a cantaloupe. Again, not one of my favorite fruits, but I love the colors. This is a guava mermaid. And this is the coconut mermaid. I love how she looks, and she's one of my top 3s. And that's it for my sketchbooks. I've shown you guys all of my sketchbooks and all my sketches from 2013 to about last year, 2023. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. So let's go over to the outro.
And that's going to be the end of this video. Again, happy 3 years. I just want to say I love you guys so much. Thank you all for being here with me for these 3 years. It has been quite an interesting ride doing YouTube. As of this moment, right now filming this, we have 44 subscribers. So thank you to everybody for being here with me. I hope you guys are having a lot of fun, you know, being here with me through the channel and all the art things and all the ups and downs and all the stuff, because it's really fun. And I'm really happy, honestly. I'm happy that I got here. I am trying my best to be consistent, and I'm surprised that I got this far. With even, you know, we're a small family, and I love it. I love our small little family. So if you're new, you know what I'm saying, if you're new here and this is your first video that you've seen of me, welcome to the family, welcome to the club, welcome to the group. If you've been here for a while, hello, it's nice to see you again. And again, happy 3 years and many more down the road. Yay, 3 years on YouTube. That's so cool. Alright, and with that being said, that's going to be the end of this video. So yeah, have a good rest of your morning, evening, afternoon, or night, wherever you are on this wondrous globe. Eat some good food, drink some good drink, get some good sleep, listen to some good music. Know that there are people on this planet who love you, and I am one of them because I do too. Happy 3-year anniversary. So happy you guys have been here with me, of course. I love you all. And to our mystics, goths, and flower children alike, that's gonna be the end of this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Happy 3 years. I love you guys so much. Kisses, kisses, kisses all around. See y'all later. Bye.